Good evening, Patriots. Tonight we begin with a story that's sending shockwaves through the halls of power from Washington to the Arabian Peninsula. What unfolded today in Abu Dhabi has left world leaders stunned and military analysts speechless. But it's what occurred behind closed doors with the UAE president that's truly extraordinary. A deal so massive, it's reshaping the global economic landscape as we speak. Our White House correspondent Thomas McCullagh has been tracking the developments all day, and what he's about to reveal will change everything you thought you knew about America's position in the Middle East. We've got all the details, but here's the hard truth. Every 6 years, your dollar loses half its buying power. That means a $100,000 savings account today could feel like $50,000 by 2031. And you see it every time you fill up your tank, you buy groceries, or pay the bills. Prices are up, your dollar's down. But the simple way to protect the value of your savings is with something real, something proven. It's called gold, an asset that holds its value over time, and that's why I trust Noble Gold Investments. They make it simple to protect your savings with physical gold and silver. No high-pressure sales, no call centers, just honest guidance, one-on-one support, and transparent pricing. And right now, when you open a qualified account, Noble Gold will send you a free 10-ounce silver American flag bar. You can see it on the screen as a special thank you. So head to nextnewsgold.com to learn more, or call that number on the screen, 877-646-5347. And when Colin picks up the phone, would you tell the guy that Gary Franchi said hello? Tell him he sent. Or even if you're not buying gold, just prank call him. Do me a favor, prank Colin. Tell him, give him a prank call from Next News. I'm sure they would love it. Okay. We got some breaking news I want to get to before we get to Tom's exclusive report from the White House. But this was just posted by Donald Trump Jr., just James Comey, right here, casually calling for my dad to be murdered. This is who the Dem media worships, and they are demented. And he posts this picture that was clearly from James Comey, the disgraced FBI director, his account on Instagram. And you can see the seashells on the beach there spelling out 8647. And his caption, "Well, shell formation on my beach walk." Pretty disgusting, isn't it? 8647, of course, that means to get rid of Donald Trump and murder him. Now, here's what's interesting. This is taken very seriously by a lot of people, including Secretary Kristi Noem, who posted this. Disgraced former FBI Director James Comey just called for the assassination of POTUS Trump. DHS and Secret Service is investigating the threat and will respond appropriately. So the former FBI director thinks he can get away with just casually calling for the murder of President Trump, but not so fast. We do have a DHS secretary and FBI director who are now looking into this, so he's probably going to get a knock on his door very soon. Now, I want to get to what happened with this. Donald Trump, barnstorm tour throughout the Middle East, day after day. Clearly, the man is a machine. I don't know how anyone could go through all this, but he's doing it. Historic domination. Trump covers the Middle East with unprecedented $4 trillion investment haul. Military alliance unleashed as next-generation fighter jets announced. Millions of jobs created while deep state media forced to admit his success. 4 million American jobs coming while globalists cry. Qatar, UAE bow to Trump's unstoppable leadership. Let's go to Tom McCullagh at the White House.
So he spoke. Hey guys, this is Tom McCullagh reporting from the White House with the Next News Network. Let me tell you, President Trump is on fire. He's out there in the Middle East showing the world what real American leadership looks like. And this guy, he's unstoppable. He's visiting our brave troops, he's making historic deals, and he's building a stronger America for me and you. So we're going to dive into the action from today, May 15th, 2025. So first up, Trump kicked off his day in Qatar at the Al Udeid Air Base. This is the biggest U.S. military base in the Middle East, and our president was there to honor the heroes who keep us safe. So he spoke to the troops, telling them how proud he is of their strength and service. And you could feel the energies. Our soldiers love this man. So let's go ahead and take a look at Trump addressing our warriors in Qatar. Go ahead and check this out.
So I'm thrilled to be here with the men and women who embody American strength and pride, the warriors of the United States Armed Forces. It's an amazing group of people. You are, without a doubt, the greatest fighting force in the history of the world. That's the way I said it last night. I said it strong. We have the strongest military in the world. There's not even a contest. We have the best equipment. Nobody has equipment like us. Nobody has the planes or the missiles or anything else. And as your commander-in-chief, I'm here to say that America's military will soon be bigger, better, stronger, and more powerful than ever before.
So I think that's pretty awesome. Trump knows how to rally our troops like no one else, and he makes them feel valued. And he didn't stop there. After Qatar, he jutted off to the United Arab Emirates, where he's still making waves as we speak. The meetings are still ongoing. When he landed in Abu Dhabi, he got a royal welcome for the United Arab Emirates President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The respect they have for Trump is off of the charts. Here's the moment he arrived. Go ahead and check this out.
Now we're looking at the President of the United States, who's now officially in the final leg of his journey, the United Arab Emirates, where he is being greeted. It looks like inside of what would be a sophisticated hangar where Air Force One pulled into.
You can see American flags there on the right. Yeah, you can see the UAE flags.
So there's no stairs to walk down. He walks out to a platform.
So I think this is the final leg of the trip,
yes,
right?
Yes, it is. They come back tomorrow.
He's been welcomed in.
He's going to be touring and visiting the iconic landmark in Abu Dhabi. He's going to have dinner tonight. And there's going to be an AI roundtable and trade talks a little bit later. The UAE is extremely ambitious. They want to become a semiconductor and AI powerhouse. And as we look for other places to get this outside China, that is music to our ears.
Looks like someone presented him flowers, maybe a child, it looks like. And then we haven't talked about this.
Enough children.
We haven't talked about this morning, the Chinook helicopter sale to the UAE. The State Department approved a possible foreign military sale to the UAE. It would be 6 CH-47F Chinook helicopters worth an estimated $1.32 billion.
So, Ainsley and Brian, it's always interesting when they welcome the president, because each country has done something different. We've gotten camels, we've gotten horses as well to escort the president, and now it was some type of performance that you're seeing there as they have the American flag as well as the UAE.
Yeah, perhaps more than any other Gulf state, the UAE sees investment with the U.S. central to its strategy. It will deepen ties. There will be secures in return, and they have the money to back it up. It's one of the wealthiest countries in the world.
So look at that, pure class. Trump's building bridges with our allies, and it's paying off big time. While in Abu Dhabi, he visited the stunning Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. He walked through the Shahan courtyard with the UAE president by his side, showing the world what unity looks like. This is diplomacy done right, guys. We've been wanting this for years. And let's go ahead and see this moment. That place is gorgeous, isn't it? And Trump's not just there for photo ops, though. He's working hard for America. During a roundtable in Abu Dhabi, he dropped some major news about our military's future. He's pushing for upgrades to the F-35 fighter jet, a brand new F-55, and a modern version of the F-22. This is huge. Trump's making sure our Air Force stays the best in the world. So here's what he had to say about those jets. Go ahead and check this out.
One of the things for the people that are interested in the military that I asked to look into, the F-35, we're doing an upgrade, a simple upgrade, but we're also doing an F-55. I'm going to call it an F-55, and that's going to be a substantial upgrade, but it's going to be also with two engines, because the F-35 has a single engine. I don't like single engines. Even this man, he's the best in the world at engines, but on occasion, I know you won't admit this, if an engine goes out, it doesn't have 2, 3, or 4. I like the 747. It's got 4. And but today they're getting very big, and it's a little more cost-saving to have 2 very, very big ones. But no matter how good, they tell me, Larry, the engine will never go out. Well, I think it goes out on occasion, very rarely. And we're going to do an F-55. And I think if we get the right price, we have to get the right price. And that'll be 2 engines and a super upgrade on the F-35. And then we're going to do the F-22. I think the most beautiful fighter jet in the world is the F-22. but we're going to do an F-22 Super, and it'll be a very modern version of the F-22 fighter jet.
So that's the kind of vision we need. Trump's not messing around. He's building a military that'll keep America safe for generations. But it's not just about defense. It's about he's also bringing in massive money for our country. At the same roundtable, Trump bragged about raising trillions in investment, trillions of dollars. No president has ever done this before. Let's hear him talk about that win. Let's go ahead and check this out.
And we've raised trillions of dollars in investments. There's never been anything like it. And just to finish, we have a country that now has, I think, Howard, we can say that at least $10 trillion of investment and potential investment. And if the administration did $500 billion, it was like a lot. But we did it in 2 months because it's actually a little more than 3 months. But I always say the first month I had to get a little bit acclimated. So I didn't really do this the first, but when we started, so we've really been doing it, Susie, right, for 2 months. So in 2 months, we're going to have over $10 trillion. Nobody's ever come, no country's ever come close to that.
Trillions of dollars, guys. This is what Trump is bringing to the table. And let's not forget what he said in Qatar earlier. He thanked the emir for investing what could create up to 4 million jobs in the United States. He's even mentioned how AI is a big part of this. Trump's thinking about the future. And here's a moment from Doha. Check this out.
I want to thank the emir because he put up a lot, and in terms of investment, it could amount to 2 million, 3 million, maybe even 4 million jobs in the United States. And more importantly, it's really important stuff. It's tremendous refining capabilities. It's capabilities for very high end. AI is a big subject, and it's a big subject over here too. I always say, what are you investing in? It seems one thing everybody seems to have in common is AI. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. Maybe you shouldn't do it because too many people are doing it, or maybe you should follow the crowd, fellas. Okay, so you're going to figure it out.
4 million jobs. That's what he's delivering for hardworking Americans. And here's the best part. He's doing it while the world watches in awe. So during another stop, Trump thanked the media for being fair, saying this Middle East tour is a record breaker. He's talking about raising up to $4 trillion total. No one's ever done this. Let's hear him wrap up that historic moment. Go ahead and check this out.
I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank the media. The media, I have to say, has been very fair. They've been very fair. They've been terrific, actually. I was watching some of our, normally they would not say good things, but they're having a hard time saying bad because this is a record tour. There's never been a tour that will raise, it could be a total of $3.5–4 trillion. This just in this 4 or 5 days. And it's from great people. And our relationship now is very strong with Saudi Arabia. Nobody's going to be bothering that relationship. Nobody would be able to break that relationship because of my relationship with the Crown Prince and the family. The relationship is really strong. And when you talk about Qatar, the relationship is, I mean, it's just like, nobody's going to break that relationship. We have never had a relationship with Qatar as strong as it is now. You know that better than anybody, and they're very happy, and we're going to protect you. We're going to protect you. That's the one thing you need, maybe, but I don't think you're going to need too much of that. And I said last night, it was a great meeting, great everything. They brought in Lee Greenwood to sing. It was a beautiful evening, and I appreciate it.
And guys, that is a weird tour. Trump's making history and the media can't even find a bad word to say, and he's not even done yet. So let's break this down. Qatar alone is investing $10 billion in the Al Udeid air base over the coming years. That's on top of the $200 million Trump announced in Doha. And add that to the trillions he's pulling in from across the Gulf. And you've got a president who's putting America first like never before. And this Middle East trip is more than just about money, though. It's about security. Trump's meeting with leaders like Sheikh Tamim Al Thani, Qatar, and Mohammed bin Zayed in the United Arab Emirates are strengthening our alliances. He's rejecting the old, failed policies of the past and building a new future for America and the Gulf states. And with those new fighter jets, the F-35 upgrades, the F-55, the modern F-22, the F-45, he's making our military stays #1 in the world. And nobody can top us. Nobody's even close. And guys, this is what leadership looks like. I say this every day. Trump's there fighting for our troops, our jobs, and our future. He's not sitting home in some fancy office. He's on the ground getting it done. And that's that's why the world respects him, and that's why I respect him. I voted for that, and that's why America loves him. Again, this is Thomas McCullagh reporting from the White House for the Next News Network. We'll keep you updated as the historic trip continues and as more breaks across the day. God bless. Hey guys, this is Tom McCullagh reporting from the White House.
Looks like a beautiful day in Washington, D.C., and not raining like it was last time. So an amazing report there from Tom. But we got something else here. We got something just in. You know, you may have seen there's some criticism about Donald Trump falling asleep while he was in Saudi Arabia. Well, we do have a report. This just in. We need to dispel some of the fake news.
Deep thinking, smart. They say I fell asleep at a meeting in Saudi Arabia. Fake news. I closed my eyes for 2 seconds thinking, deep thinking, smart thinking. I just flew 12 hours, no sleep, straight into high-level talks. And guess what? I still ran the room. No teleprompter, no naps, unlike Sleepy Joe. They call it dozing off. I call it global strategy. America's back. Stronger, smarter, and wide awake.
That was from the TikTok account Baby Podcast. Clearly, AI generated Baby Trump. Absolutely adorable. So there you have it, Patriots. A diplomatic masterstroke that's completely reshaping America's position in the Middle East. But here's the real question that we need to be asking. Why is the mainstream media so desperately trying to downplay what just happened in the UAE? What are they afraid you'll figure out about the true scope of these historic agreements and what they mean for America's future? Share your thoughts in the comments below because we want to hear what you think about this groundbreaking development. Make sure you check out the official Next News Network merchandise at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com and show the world you stand with real news.